Hi guys, I made a schoolboy error. Doing videos is new to me, so yeah, I actually managed to do a whole load of footage without even wearing my mic, let alone having it turned on. Numpty! So with that being said, you're watching Brothers of the Grill. I'm Duncan Armstrong, and in this video today, I'm going to be doing a belly of pork, ribs in. I'm going to put it on the Weber Summit for about 6 hours between 125 to 150 degrees Celsius, 300 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna do it to the point where we can pull it. Now, I've got a lot of friends in America that I know, I can just see them right now, I can picture it, they're going, belly of pork, you're doing it pulled. Why? There's so much fat in the belly of pork. Listen, do not knock it until you've tried it. I was rushed once. I needed to do some pulled pork for some friends. I hadn't prepped in time, hadn't got enough done, so I went out and got some belly of pork. Just on the off chance, I thought, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it, I'm going to cook it to pull it and see how it goes. You know, don't get me wrong, sometimes in a belly of pork you can have some big lumps of fat. You can just take that out. When you're pulling it, you can take that fat out and you can just pull the rest. What doesn't render down? What does render down? Man, it gives you so much flavour. So, you know, let's get to grilling. Let's get it going and let's get on it. Get them coals going. Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's go. Come on, hurry up. You ready? Are we gone? Are we there? Let's go. It's that time of the year where you want people round, you want to do a barbecue. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do this big, nice, reasonably priced cut of meat to taste so good. So we've used a rub, Meat Church, honey bacon barbecue. Don't think you can go wrong with that, really, to be fair. First time I've used it. Meat Church, I know, are good, definitely. There's a whole load of rubs. You can make your own rubs. I'll do a video on that separately, but yeah, so we've used that. I'm going to bag it up. We're going to put it in the fridge overnight, and we're going to get up early, get this on, and get it cooking for about 6-8 hours, depending, you know, crank it up towards the end and wrap it. Here we go. Get in. Look at it. Oh man. Just look at that. You just can't go wrong. You can see that's working into that as well already. This is only going to be good. Oh, I'm getting genuinely excited about this. Anyway, I got to put this away, get it in the fridge, and yeah, tomorrow we're on. You're right there, guys. So it's the next morning now. We've got this. It's been in the fridge all night. It's looking really good. Oh, you just can't beat that. That's going to be so good. First thing in the morning, nice and early. The lovely wife has made me a cup of coffee. You can't go wrong. We get those coals lit. Let's go. Couple of nice chunks of cherry. We've got Lumpwood charcoal, big K charcoal, but I'm going to be using Weber briquettes just to get these started. So I'm going to sprinkle a few briquettes over there, and then that will slowly catch and slow. We're going for a nice slow smoke here. So we're just going to leave that, let that get going. Okay, so we've got the barbecue up to temp now. We're rolling smoke, as you can see. Let's get the meat on. Okay, so that's where we want to be. Meat's on this side, the coals are on that side. I have got the drip tray just to take those juices. So we're now going to go for around 125 Celsius for a couple of 3 hours, and then we'll see where we're at, see how it's getting on. So with that being said, let's get her closed. Dial that in. About a quarter opened on the top vent and a quarter open on the bottom vent. As I say, we want to be going up to about 120, 125 Celsius. Okay, so we've been running a little higher than anticipated. We're on the 150 mark, about just tiny bit over 300 Fahrenheit, so 150 Celsius. But let's take a look. We've been in 2.5 hours. Loving that colour. Got some shrinkage on the bone. Just going to go a little bit longer and then we'll wrap it. Okay, so as I say, we've been cooking at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, about 150 degrees Celsius. We're up to the 3 hour mark now. She's looking good. We're at 70 degrees Celsius, probing to the bone, 81. So I'm just going to give that about another half hour, then I'll wrap it. It's almost there now, and that'll just get that, you know, all that nice intramuscular fat to render down. That'll help speed the cooking process up. We'll probably go for a couple of hours until it probes nice and soft like butter, and then we're done. Absolutely simple as that. Okay, so we've now wrapped it. We're going to let that cook now for a further 2, maybe 3 hours, just depending on when it's probing like butter. That's all we're going for. We're not really going for any in particular temps or anything like that. So it's more about, you know, the texture of it. As soon as it's probing like butter, it's ready to go. Because we're just trying to render down those fats now and make it as good as it can be. Okay, so we've been jogging steady all day at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, 150 degrees Celsius. We did 3 hours unwrapped, got it to the point where we was happy with it, you know, nice colour. So then we wrapped it, and we wrapped it for 3 hours. We're now 3 hours wrapped, so we're at the 6 hour mark. So let's take a look. It's probing like butter. We're at 100 degrees Celsius, so we're well there now. That's it. I mean, this needs to rest a little while. It's gone a little bit further than I wanted, but it doesn't matter. It's not a problem. I mean, you can't go wrong. So with that being said, I'm going to get this off now, let it rest for a good hour, and then I'll unwrap it and reveal. Check this out. You just can't get better than that. What I'm going to do is pull this, pulled pork style, into a bowl, and it's just going to be goodness. I mean, oh, the flavour, genuinely juicy. The flavour is unreal. So just get these last little bits in. Oh man, the juice is in this. The smell is amazing. You just can't beat that. So we're going to add swine apple from Lynchburg, barbecue sauce rib glaze. Just give it a good amount of that. That's some really good sauce, that. Oh, not that it needed it, but so let's get the forks. Oh my God. As far as pulled pork goes, I think this is the best I've ever done, to be honest with you. That stuff smells gorgeous. You can't beat that. Even in its own juices, that would have been good, but I mean, just add a little bit of extra. Your friends are going to want to come to a lot more of your barbecues if you do this. Oh yes. Okay, so now you've pulled the pork, friends round, having a good time. And you know, you just can't beat the smell of cooking that all day. And dishing up pulled pork roll each, or 5, or 3, or 2. A little bit of homemade coleslaw, a friend of mine made for a barbecue we had the other day actually. And that is it. A little bit of extra sauce. And that is it. You're ready to go. You serve those up at your barbecue, people are going to want to come back again and again. If you like what you see, subscribe, give it a like. Any questions, comment. Let me know if there's anything you want me to cook, and we'll see what we can do. Cheers, guys.